State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Also brought to you in part by Hungry Howie's. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughraiser.com for details. Van Andel Institute. Get involved. Join us at purplecommunity.org. And our friends with the United Auto Workers and Chrysler.
Do not attempt to change the channel. If it's high school sports you want, it's high school sports you're gonna get. As you can see, we're not ourselves today. Welcome to a chilling version of State Champs in honor of All Hallowed Eve. We're presented by Lawrence Tech. I'm your host, Scorn Plants. It was a do-or-die weekend for football teams around the state. Their very existence hindered on winning, or else to the gallows they went. The same rings true in soccer. Regional victories brought shrieks of delight and blood-curdling screams of defeat. Kyle Bogenspook is here with me. Is it true there are some big-time recruits sealing their fates?
A local defensive end in Farmington picked up his first 2 scholarship offers. We'll find out where life or death takes him.
Let's find out now if Tom Markilski has another Mr. Football candidate on the chopping block.
Okay, Scorn, it's drop-dead time in the Mr. Football race. Who made the final cut?
But we sent it now to my home away from home, Deadly Intentions, where Stephanie Funk Torture has more of what's in store.
Well, Lauren, it's main event madness this week. We've got 2 games, 2 potentially haunting memories if teams aren't prepared to give it their all in week 9.
Oh, goody. Shall we begin? Doesn't get any better than week 9 of the football season. It's a football fury.
But you be man enough and you think back of all the pain that you were put through in the off season. You reflect on that and you just ask yourself, did I ever quit then? No, you didn't.
Oh yeah, we begin in Southeast Michigan. Northville ready to go to work as they travel to the home of the Grand Blanc Bobcats. A playoff berth on the line for both teams. The home Cats would strike first. Junior tailback Elias Smiley takes the rock up the gut, blows by everyone en route to a 7-0 advantage. Grand Blanc held a 14-3 halftime lead. Third quarter saw Northville riding the comeback trail. The lefty signal caller Justin Zimble, a quick pass to Ryan Roberts in the paint. Mustangs within a 5 spot. Move all the way to the 4th now. Northville leading 17-14. Bobcats driving. Senior quarterback Trayvon Avery avoids the defense, and that is a wide open Matt Mastro Mateo. He turns and tears off a 53-yard romp to recapture the lead at 20-17. But it would be the Mustangs with the late game magic. Zimbo finding Kevin Bach, and the senior will find the goal line. The Mustangs go on the road in the regular season finale and clinch a playoff berth as they knock off Grand Blanc. 23-20 the final. We go now to Grand Rapids and Ryan Terpstra.
I'll never give up. I'll never give up. Believe in the cause. I'll give up. I'll fight to the end. I'll fight to the end.
Thanks, Lauren. Grand Rapids Christian in a do-or-die spot at 5-3. Caledonia, meanwhile, looking for an OK White title. The first play of the ball game, Caledonia quarterback Tanner Christian rolls out, hits Jalen Burton in the flat, and here comes the senior down the sideline, stays in bounds, and 20 seconds into the game, the Scots are up 7-0. Christian would punch back. Malik McLaughlin fights his way across the goal line. He had a pair of short scores to tie this game up at 14. Caledonia, as they've done all year long, got the ball to Eddie Kelly off the play action. Christian hits the senior tailback for the touchdown. Kelly also ran for over 200 yards in this one, and Caledonia wins a share of the OK White title, taking down Grand Rapids Christian 38-14. Now, let's hear from Kevin Gell.
It's a battle of undefeateds as Monroe St. Mary Catholic pays a visit to Lansing Catholic. Trailing 21-8 at halftime, St. Mary fights back. Bryce Wyndham hits David Howie in stride, weaves his way into the end zone. Falcons cut the lead to 21-15. But then, ensuing kickoff, Tony Palmer makes one move, and he's gone. 94-yard return, You'll have to take my word for it as the Lansing Catholic bench gets all kinds of excited. Cougars lead 27-15. Fourth quarter, Lansing Catholic defense gets greedy. Matt Fada picks off this pass. Cougars back in business. But the Falcons get the ball back, and Wyndham marches down to the goal line. That's where Lucas Chamberlain caps off the drive. St. Mary down just 5. Final seconds now. Chance for the Falcons to win it with a touchdown drive, but on fourth down, quarterback/linebacker Tony Poljan bats it away. Lansing Catholic wins 27-22, third undefeated regular season for the Cougars since 2010. Now let's go to Ryan Slocum.
Thanks, Kevin. Midland taking on Midland Dow. The Chargers trying to go 9-0 for the first time since 1976, while the Chemics were trying to avoid their first losing season since 76. Dow on the move in the third, Alec Marty to Mike Robb. 2 guys with 2 first names equals 6. Dow takes a 28-10 lead, but the Chemics come right back at him in the fourth. Luke DeLong throws the fade to Virgil Walker for the touchdown. That would cut the Charger lead down to 11. But they could not stop Marty. Check out this laser to Devontae Stein for the insurance score. Dow wins it 35-17 to finish unbeaten, while Midland finishes under 500 for the first time in 37 years.
So how does the Snickers commercial go? We get like this when we're hungry. The Hungry Howie's is just a little late, and we can't take it. Let's Pass the Time by Tom Markielski, laying out the timeline of when we announce our Mr. Football Final Four and our champion.
Our top 10 is frozen now. On November 30th at Ford Field, we will announce the Final Four. Then we'll get the winner on December 7th. It's been a great race. We started this in August, nearing the end.
All right, remember, the winner of the online vote automatically makes the Final Four. The others' fate are left to us.
Hey guys, I'm Stephanie. This week we go in focus to a thrilling football team that hasn't lost a game in 2 years. You won't want to miss it. Then we take a look at teams driving for the title and some shocking state finals action. Stay tuned.
This October, you're going to be seeing a little more pink. Once again, Hungry Howie's is fighting breast cancer with love, hope, and pizza. For every pizza sold, every story of strength shared, and every new Hungry Howie's Facebook fan, a donation will be made to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. The pink pizza boxes are back. Order today and join us in the fight against breast cancer with love, hope, and pizza.
State Champs would like to thank the Michigan Makeup Academy of Troy for their special effects makeup done for this week's show.
When students start in a special effects program, they learn the basics, major contour highlight for creating character makeups. 2 of the students I have here today actually are doing a little bit of mixture of prosthetics and character makeup.
MMA also offers bridal, beauty, commercial, and film makeup.
If you'd like to check out the school, you can go to mmatroy.com and take a look at everything we have to offer.
We want you. We are LTU, Lawrence Technological University, and is one of the nation's best schools for engineering, architecture, and technology. We don't want just anybody. We want students who are curious and driven, students who want to change the world through technology, science, and design. So if you believe that possible is everything, we want you at LTU.
Defense wins championships. Just ask the Ishpeming Hematites about those 3 words. The Hematites are the defending back-to-back state champs in Division 7, and they're gearing up for another deep run in the postseason.
Everyone is doing good. Everyone's going hard, you know. I just really think we got to keep up the intensity and keep going hard.
Ishpeming has not lost a game in more than 2 years. They've won 29 straight games. So, what's the secret behind all the success?
We've had great kids off the field as well as on the field. Yeah, they're good football players, but they're great kids off the field and they're disciplined. They're used to doing things right all the time. Very coachable. They listen. They do what you ask.
The Hematites have not missed a beat this season, especially at the quarterback position. Junior Ozzie Corp took over for Alex Briones, who led Ishpeming to their last 2 state titles.
We had a lot of experience coming in, and we all got moved up. It's going to help a lot, knowing how to prepare for the big games and just playing them.
The Hematites begin the postseason here at the Ishpeming Playground. They need just 4 more victories to get back to the ultimate playground, Ford Field in Detroit.
Everyone just needs to stay focused and just go one game at a time. That's the big thing right there, is not getting too far ahead of ourselves and thinking we're better than we are.
Are we the odds-on favorite to get there? No, probably not, but we do have that opportunity. We have some great kids. We have that recipe for some type of success. So, we're hoping the ball bounces our way, in the playoffs. We're hoping we can stay injury-free and, play well when we need to.
For State Champs, I'm Jerry Taylor. In Focus is presented by the Van Andel Institute. Join the Purple community today and learn how your school can fight cancer at purplecommunity.org.
We're the students of Grand Blanc. Now let's get the highlights rolling with our drive for the title.
We begin with the Division IV Boys Soccer Regional Semifinal at Saginaw Nouvelle. 2 teams from the Greater Thumb Conference, Harbor Beach taking on Memphis. These teams shared the conference title with a loss apiece to each other. Memphis looking to get on the board first. Ball gets free. Tim Prudden gets a good look, but his shot goes wide. We were scoreless at the half. Harbor Beach would strike 19 seconds into the second half. Pair of juniors hook it up. Jacob Hunter to Cody Seaman. He finds the back of the net. 22nd goal of the year. 1-0 Pirates. The Yellow Jackets trying to even it up late. Brian Anderson turns and fires, but Ethan Guza there for the denial. He made 17 saves in the shutout. Harbor Beach gets victory number 20. They beat Memphis 1-0. Went to the regional finals for the first time since 2008.
Hey, play like a champion.
The Dreadnoughts of Dexter going toe-to-toe with the Falcons of Divine Child in a Division II regional soccer final. Late first half of a scoreless game until Andrew Fogel takes the feed from fellow senior Joel Anderson and buries it in the back of the net for a 1-0 lead. Jump all the way to midway through the second with Dexter up 2 now. And this beautiful throw-in almost leads to a third tally, but Torrin Bates gets a little too much on the header and it remained 2-0. The Falcons still fighting late in this one, and Anthony Tucker nearly gets them back into it, but that shot rings off the crossbar and the Dreadnoughts are able to clear. And that would be all she wrote in this one, as Dexter celebrates a big regional final victory over Divine Child and head to the semifinals for the second time in 3 years. 2-0, the final from Farmington. Now let's send it over to Ryan Terpstra.
Hey, give us the ball, boys. Unity on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Unity! Hey, thanks, David. The Goliath of Division III, Hudsonville Unity Christian, took on Paw Paw, playing the role of David in the regional final. 6 minutes into the game, Unity with a free kick. It's Jared Timmer taking it and burying the ball just inside the post. The Crusaders had a 1-0 lead. Second half, Paw Paw really putting on the offensive pressure. The ball is loose. Fullback Brennan Davison lofts it high, and a beautiful header from Ricardo Vasquez finds the back of the net for the equalizer. Unity looking to regain the lead. It's Timmer with a nice move on the end line, crosses in front of the net, and Connor Brinks is there to send it home. Hudsonville Unity Christian heads to the state semifinals with a 2-1 win over Paw Paw.
Hey State Champs fans, make sure to check out our website all week long for articles, videos, and score updates. No trick, all treats. Coming up next is our Ultimate Sports Blitz, right here on State Champs.
We want you. We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anybody. We want students who are curious and driven, students with a passion for hard work and good times, students who will move right in and shoot for the best that Lawrence Tech Southfield campus has to offer. So if you believe that everything is possible and that possible is everything, we want you at LTU.
My purple is defeating cancer.
My purple is my grandma.
Everyone has a reason for joining Purple Community.
My purple
is fighting Parkinson's.
My purple is my mother.
Because that's where the fight to end cancer, Parkinson's, and other diseases begins. When you participate in a Purple community event, 100% of your donation goes directly to research at Van Andel Institute. Get involved. Join us at purplecommunity.org.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your nonprofit organization can sell paper pizza certificates that your customers can redeem for one medium pizza at participating Hungry Howie's locations. Go to doughraiser.com to learn about, sign up for, and order everything Dough Raiser. Request a Dough Raiser kit for your group today. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Welcome back to State Champs. I'm David Faze. If you tuned in last week, then you got to go along with us on a short tour of one of Lawrence Tech's many summer camps. Well, this week we stay with that theme as we once again give you an up-close and personal look at one of the many ways that LTU provides future students a chance to explore their passions. I give you LTU's Extreme Science Saturdays.
There's a few experiments we do every year because they're popular, but we're in the process of mixing up all the experiments because we have a lot of repeat customers who come in, and we don't want the kids to have the same experience every year all the time, so we're kind of working up like a 3 or 4 year rotation.
If you're a high school student with an interest in the sciences, you won't get many better hands-on opportunities. And really, who can say no to a day of fun? And food too.
We do a variety of experiments with the students. They do physics experiments, biology experiments, chemistry experiments. They did geology the last time. And they come in, do a bunch of hand-on science, and then afterwards they go off, have pizza, and make ice cream using liquid nitrogen.
If you'd like to learn more about all of the great things Lawrence Tech offers, well, you know the drill by now. Hop on over to ltu.edu and enjoy. For State Champs, I'm David Faze.
Hi, we're the Martin Luther King cheer team. Now let's go to the Austin Sports Blitz.
Saddle up. Let's begin on the hardwood. Heartland welcoming in the Lakeland Eagles, the Lakes Conference title on the line in volleyball. Heartland up a game, moved to set 2. The long arms of Stephanie Leonard hammering one home to even the match at a game apiece. Third set now. Heartland started down but battled back in this set thanks to a show of power like this from the junior Elizabeth Storm. Eagles up a pair. In the fourth, Heartland wrapped up the title with this emphatic kill from the junior Storm. The Heartland Eagles capture the 2014 Lakes Conference title 3-1. Now to field hockey as Grosse Pointe South went on the road to take on the River Rats of Ann Arbor Huron. We pick it up late stages of the game. Grosse Pointe South down in the blue and looking to get the game's first goal off the corner. Senior forward Alexis Mellos, a good look, but Huron netminder Tulin Babbitt, the foot save. Huron then had a chance of their own. Another corner. The senior Eliza Upton shot through the crowd and into the back of the net. The only goal in the contest. Ann Arbor Huron shuts out Grosse Pointe South 1-0. To the west and back to volleyball. OK Gold, Wayland Union facing Middleville Thornapple Kellogg. A Final Four team a season ago, Wayland rebuilding but getting strong play up front. Morgan Winger, the tap for the Wildcats. All 3 sets of battle, game on the line. TK gets a great dig from Emery Shepard. Then the block by Kelsey Buller wins it for the Trojans. They go 2-0 in their league quad. Finally, we head to the pool for a meet between Hudsonville and Holland West Ottawa. Start with the butterfly, Hudsonville, Serena DeYoung going toe-to-toe with West Ottawa's Alex Berger. DeYoung able to hang on for the win. Another close one in the 200. Eliza Root for West Ottawa, battling Brittany Ledger all the way to the wall. Root with the win by 2/100ths of a second. West Ottawa picks up an OK Red win as they defeat Hudsonville. That's your Blitz.
Thanks for sticking with us. Coming up, Kaliana will be at one of our main event showdowns this week. And don't forget to head to StateChampsNetwork.com for all the football scores you could want every week from around the state. Stay spooky, State Champs fans.
State Champs would also like to thank the Deadland Haunted House in Warren for contributing to this haunting episode of State Champs.
It's a very interesting experience to own and operate a haunted house. You get all kinds of people coming through. You get to see what scares them and just how people react on something that you put in all your time throughout the year. It's very rewarding. We are open on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays for the rest of the season.
You can find us at thedeadland.com, or you can search us on Facebook. Just pop in the Deadland Haunted House and we'll come right up.
Hey guys, I'm Ashley and I'm one of the producers here at State Champs. Did you know we just got a brand new facility? Come with me and let's check it out.
For 12 years throughout Southeast Michigan, our mission has always remained the same. We cover all sports. Football, the field, hockey, swimming, the soccer. This is what we do.
State Champs is really about the high school experience. We cover every sport, every season. We even hang out in the student sections with the kids when they go to games.
We cover everything in Michigan. We know who all the athletic directors are, who all the principals are, all the schools.
Our State Champs website is ever evolving. You have my rankings weekly, you have my columns weekly.
One of the new features we have on statechampsnetwork.com is our scoreboard, where we're taking football scores from around the state of Michigan on Friday nights.
With this brand new facility, we're bigger and better than ever and statewide.
Thanks for checking out our brand new facility and studio, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram all season long. But for now, let's get back to more highlights.
With this week's Recruit Report, I'm Kyle Bogenspook with Scout.com. Farmington Hills Harrison Jr. defensive end Khalid Kareem picks up his first 2 scholarship offers. Bowling Green and Northwestern come a-calling for his 6'4", 235-pound piece of flesh. We'll see what he ultimately decides to do. Michigan State could be close to offering as well. Staying in the state of Michigan, a sophomore guard with all the talent in the world picks up a scholarship offer from the Louisville basketball program. We'll see what he decides to do. Michigan and Michigan State both involved in that one. He will visit Michigan State this weekend. I'm talking about Brian Bowen, of course. Tons of talent was in East Lansing last night for Michigan and Michigan State, including 4-star Plymouth offensive tackle Michael Jordan, as well as a top defensive end here in the Midwest out of the state of Indiana, Austin Robertson. He has offers from Ohio State, Michigan State, of course, and Michigan. Lastly, young man commits to Harvard from Detroit Country Day, Justin Hunter, an offensive tackle who no doubt will further his career academically and athletically. Score.
Thank you, Kyle Bogenspook. Our main event this week is a twisted cauldron of 2 grudge matches on the gridiron. The PSL Championship at Ford Field between 2 bitter rivals, King and Cass Tech. But first, a West Side war with their playoff lives at stake, just the way I like it. Here's Ryan Hurts Ya.
Things off with a win and get in situation in the OK Red. Granville traveling down the road to face Hudsonville. First quarter, Granville ball, Ryan Korndike dropping back on 4th down, finding Brian Capiello, who pulls the ball away, scores the touchdown for the 7-0 lead. Second quarter, Bulldogs give it to Nolan Meekoff, and the big junior powers his way in from 13 yards down, and that gives Granville a 14-0 halftime advantage.
You gotta want it. You gotta want it. Now they won round 1, but we gotta come out and win round 2. Let's get after it. Let's go. Hey.
Hudsonville came out firing in the third quarter. Mason Apple pitches to Kyle Toth. He gets the corner. Here he comes. Oh, watch out. Touchdown, Eagles. And we have a 1-score game. But Granville would not give the ball back. On the 3, Korndike perfectly executes the QB keeper, walks into the end zone, and Granville wins 22-7 on the road, moving to 5-4 and makes their case to be a part of the playoff. Now let's head over to Lauren.
Thanks, Ryan. We head to Ford Field for a rematch of last year's Detroit Public School League Championship, 8-0 Cass Tech versus the 8-0 Crusaders of Martin Luther King. Technicians in white going for back-to-back city crowns. First quarter, sophomore quarterback Rodney Hall to Donovan Peoples-Jones. 19-yard touchdown. Technicians up 14-0 after the first. CT continued to cruise. Hall tossing to the Mr. Football candidate Mike Weber, and feast your eyes on the Michigan recruit. 76 yards of scorched earth to the house. Cass rolling up 20-0 at halftime. King made some adjustments and jumped out to start the second half. Mikhail Washington delivers to Donnie Corley Jr. Crusaders down 20-7. But Cass was all that and a big bag of chips. On top of his game at the right time of the season, Weber gets the handoff, a textbook blistering 68-yard touchdown run, 188 yards rushing, 2 scores for Mr. Weber. Cass Tech went on to win their second straight PSL championship, 39-7 the final. Kaliana caught up with that man, Mike.
I'm with Mike Weber. Mike, you were untouchable with your touchdowns tonight. Your team did amazing. How does it feel being back as city champs?
I mean, it feels good knowing that all the hard work paying off. Listen to all the game plans, listen to all the coaches, following our assignments, and I give it to my line today. They showed out, and we did what he had to do.
Well, awesome job. Congratulations.
My thanks to Kaliana Basu Chaos. And my thanks to you for having the guts to stick with us this week. It's a shame Halloween is but just once a year. Please connect with us on social media. Maybe we can hang out sometime. Do yourself a favor and visit StateChampsNetwork.com for some of the grisliest high school sports coverage anywhere. I'm Scorn Plant, and I'll see you in your dreams. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Also brought to you in part by Hungry Howie's. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughrazor.com for details. Van Andel Institute. Get involved. Join us at purplecommunity.org. And our friends with the United Auto Workers and Chrysler.